Alright, it's the morning of day 4. You hear a couple of the guys whining about some sort of bullet scope malpractice thing at a store. I'll let Ray explain it. But as you can see, our numbers are dwindling. The faithful have been reduced down to Ray, confidential named Ray, Brad, the outlaw, and myself. Jimmy Z, Todd still in the rack. Yeah. Tom not up here. We're supposed to be actually on the road like 5 minutes ago.
It's very unlike Mr. Logger to be late for his own hunting trip.
And I hear, unless we sight land in the morning, there's going to be a mutiny. Brad, any truth to that rumor?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
If we don't sight land in the morning, there's going to be a mutiny?
Yes.
In the case you didn't get it, that was a Columbus reference?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see what happens, and we'll check back with you later.
Yeah.
All right, our skipper showed up finally. 15 minutes after T0. That means 15 minutes after the timer is supposed to launch. So, Christopher Columbus, what's the plan for today?
A plan? Do we need a plan? No. We're going to go to the Y and see if we can't stir up some elk up there. We'll set a couple guys on the rock, and Ray and I'll go to the top up towards Sheep Creek and G Creek, and Walt and Steve will hang out here at the backside of the deck, and my daughter Kelly and
move it in the back there,
Tim
yeah.
will head to the Mahogany
cool.
and try to get some
Very good.
big bulls on top.
Thank you.
They decided yesterday that
Right.
the smaller
Anybody
bulls
else want
weren't
some?
worth bringing back to camp, so they passed up on 3 yesterday and missed an opportunity on a big bull. So hopefully today the tide will change and we might be ahead of the game. Right now the elk are winning. If it ain't for Walt, we wouldn't have no meat in the cooler. So good
All
job,
right.
Walt.
Well, it's about 6 o'clock. We've been joined now by another. Walt is out of the rack. I heard Steve
Was
snorting.
the only one with a rack.
Yeah. What happened with Jimmy?
Jimmy Z, I yelled through the window and he said, "What time is it?" And I said 6, and he said, "Ah!" and started running around, so I think he's getting up. All right, we'll check back in up at the Rabbit Head.
What about Brad? Anybody seen Brad?
Have you seen Brad?
Ready to roll,
You have your
boys.
toilet paper?
You got your toilet paper.
I got my toilet paper, and I hope all you guys need it, because Tom did give us no time to do what we got to do here. So we might have to do it up there on the skid truck.
I'll film it.
All right. Yeah, you can film it.
That'll be ugly.
If I yell back and I need my toilet paper because it went down 40 feet.
Time to get on the road and up to this morning's hunting spot. But first, we have to go back to the lodge because our guide forgot his binoculars.
I don't know. Binoculars?
Back on the road and making good time. We still have plenty of light.
We're getting ready to head out up here at the Y and see if we can't spot something. We'll set you and Brad on the rock, and Ray and I'll head towards the tree stand, then head towards the top, see if we can stir something up.
All right, cool.
Ray.
I'm with Tom. We're giving it our best. At least you can see me this morning, not like normal. I'm not a black blob.
A black blob.
A brown blob.
Brown blob.
We're in position as the sun starts to light up the horizon. Brad and Ray scan the openings as it gets light. Unfortunately, the light reveals an empty hillside, so we've sent Brad up through the ridge to see if he can push some animals. In addition to the occasional Rocky Mountain elk, the Blue Mountains provide some truly spectacular views. A nice 3-point mule deer buck spots us from about 300 yards.
About 3 weeks ago.
From the day deer are born, they know to stay completely still when they think there might be trouble. Thinking the coast is clear, it's time for this buck to move on.
Well, here we are, day 4. We just saw a real nice buck, 4x4, 3x4. Brad's sweeping up the left side of the rabbit head, the left ear, and we're waiting on Brad, see what he saw. So, hunting day 4, 2011.
Once again, the morning hunt comes up empty. Just after sunrise and before sunset are critical. We've got one more morning to figure it out. But first, a visit to the reclusive Mr. Johnson.
Have you guys seen anything? Well, I tell you what, it's been a rough day for me. I've been.
Are you the landowner here, sir?
Well, you know, it's so damn cold up there high, it really did something to my nose. I ain't really sure. My eyes kind of went sideways.
You sound congested.
Oh, yeah, it's really tough up there. I got around them goats and I started acting like one of them.
You let anybody hunt around here, sir?
Yeah, you guys more welcome hunt that 30 acres on up there. It's way up there on the side of that lake. I got 30 acres up there. Go ahead and hunt that. I don't know if that rig right there will make it, though.
So, seen anybody get anything?
Well, there's some kids went by and I think they had a ground squirrel. I ain't sure if they had any elk or anything, but they might have a little ground squirrel on their mini bike. They looked like they had a BB gun. Nah, a slingshot. They had one of them.
Oh, I
got
you.
You know, it had a stick with little rubber bands go back and forth like that.
Was it gray or black?
The
ground
squirrel?
squirrel. The squirrel with a slingshot. So you've seen some other hunters in the area?
Yeah, I appreciate it if you guys go slow by here. I got me a nice garden back here and I don't want no dirt on it. You know, I got some tomatoes, a little bit of sweet corn, and that dust don't do real good on that stuff. I get aphis.
So you gonna hang out here long, or are you gonna be leaving soon,
I'm
sir?
I'm probably wait for the first snow, and then I'm gonna go down to that town called Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona, that's where it is. It's not a town, it's a state, ain't it? Or what is it?
That's state.
Okay, somebody told me one time it was a town. And I said, I heard of one of them drinks called Arizona, and I guess it came from Arizona. But
the town or the state?
Well, you're right, not a town, it's a
Right.
state.
So how long
when
you
you
lived
get
here?
my age and you look like this, you'll understand why I don't.
How long you lived here?
I'm 53 years old, and I've lived here 50 years. I moved here when I was 3. My folks, they vanished. They just left me up here to live on my own. And I've been doing all right. It's tough when you eat bark and shit.
You and the goats?
Oh, it's tough. Well, I ain't caught one of them yet. I don't have a gun or nothing.
No
They
guns.
won't give me one. They say my eyesight's real
Just a
bad.
nose.
So I just I got some chain sometimes. I use a little cable and a little rope. The other day I
Make a
caught
snare.
something-
You're making it. That's known as a snare.
Snare, that yeah, but probably didn't do it right. I didn't have enough loops in it.
Did you get stuck in it?
Well, I have been one time. Then I couldn't see to get my way out of it, but I finally had me a little pocket knife, and it took me about an hour to get out. And then one time.
Is that how? Wait a minute. Is that how your nose got so big? You break your nose when you fell? Once you
No,
cut
it's
yourself
this
out of the
cold
snare?
country. This cold country will do that to you.
Oh, that's strictly just for the
Yeah,
cold.
and then eating bark off these trees, boiling and shit. It's
Yeah,
not
but some of
good
those
for you.
bark beetles could eat on that nose and
Well,
probably
you know,
clean
and
it
then
up.
them little needles off these trees. And then anyway, back to that little snare, I caught me something, but I didn't know what it was because it broke my rope.
So you never knew.
No, and I tried to catch a fish down here, and I put a trout line. But my line was too big. They said you got to get a big line to catch a big fish. So I went and got downtown. I ran into a friend down there. Well, he ain't a friend, but I ran into a guy and I call him a friend because
You don't have no friends.
I don't have no friends. You guys might become my friends one of these days. You come by, but come
If you
by
let-
slow.
Maybe if you let us hunt, we will.
Okay, but when you get to the gate, honk. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. I ain't got a gun. I can't shoot you, but Damn it, just come in and just honk, okay?
Will you nose us?
Well, I might nose you if my nose don't get too far in the way, you know.
Now we nose you.
Well, I know it, but I don't want nobody to know me, because they don't need to know me.
Nose you?
So what is, so you won't tell
Anyway, back to that fishing trip I was going to tell you. They tell me to catch a big fish, you got to use a big line. So I threw some 3/4 inch rope out there, and then it hung up on a tree on the other side. And I only had one line, one hook on it.
Big hook though, huh?
Yeah, big hook, but I caught a little fish, and I couldn't get the damn fish in because it hooked to the tree on the other side.
The fish or the hook?
No, the line hooked to
the
the
line
tree,
that's got the
and
fish
I couldn't
on
pull
it.
it, so I started pulling it, and I couldn't break it because it was too big.
Okay.
And I seen the little fish hooked onto the line over there, and so I just kind of, I just said, well, he's going to stay there until you die, because I ain't getting my ass in that water this time of year. You freeze to death. You know, I've almost freezed 3 times. One time I was up there, and it's a good thing I found me.
Well, Mr. Johnson, you know, we don't have all day. We want to.
Okay, then we're going to go.
We want to thank you for your time.
All right,
and,
you guys have a good day now.
Just,
okay.
Keep that nose in your own place.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice
Have a good day.
It was nice nosing you.
All right. You guys all come back later.
All right, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
All right, anytime.
We're at the top. Walt just GPS'd our altitude. We're at 7416.
7416.
In the background is Pine Creek Reservoir. That's all the way up, folks. So what do you guys think about this?
Hey, it's sweet.
It's a very dangerous climb, though. Very scary. But we made it.
Steve, were you fearing for your safety?
And my life.
Your safety and your life?
Yes.
Good. I did my job.
You did it well.
Okay, time to go back down the hill.
See you later.
We just got to go over down there and then around there and then go over there and then basically go up over that one and then the far one to the left of it, and then we'll be back. Well, thanks for watching us, everybody. Stay tuned to timbertigerlodge.com to see more outdoor adventures from your friends at My Backyard.